Hello YouTube, this is Darkon633, and today I'm bringing a review of the Star Wars The Force Awakens 6-inch Black Series Kylo Ren. Now, I finally was able to get a hold of the Kylo Ren figure only because of Amazon, and otherwise I've still yet to see any other figure in my area except for Chewbacca, which I decided not to get since he's actually still going for cheaper online. But anyways, Kylo Ren is still a very nice figure actually, and it's actually my first kind of Jedi-like figure in the 6-inch scale. I have Yoda, but since he is a smaller scale, it's a little different than the standard Jedi design and so on. So it's really cool to have what supposedly is going to be the main villain of the film. From what we've seen in the trailer and so on, there isn't a whole lot to go on from, so this is actually a new character for everyone until more information for the movie comes out and maybe more trailers or something. But anyways, let's take a look at the box. It is in the usual Force Awakens style box and has red background than usual. Since the other ones had like orange backgrounds, blue backgrounds, and so on, they continue on with the red backgrounds for the Force Awakens. The side, it shows that he is figure number 3 in the series. On the back, it does show a bio, which doesn't really reveal anything besides what we knew prior. But anyways, we'll now take a look at the figure. Now the figure does have a lot of soft parts because the cloak is of a cloth material all around. He has the cloak-like design, except for this piece, which actually is plastic. It's a little pliable, not too much, but just enough to have a little bit more movement and without much restriction. He has the ability to put down the hood, however, as you can see, it does fling back a bit, so you kind of need to play around with it in order to get in there. The only accessory comes with his cross-guard lightsaber, which looks really nice, and what's also cool is that this piece is removable. Now, the only problem is that you can't store the lightsaber hilt anywhere on him, since he doesn't have any place to store it, so it's kind of superfluous that it allows you to do that, but it is cool to at least give you the option if you so wish to. Anyways, it just slides back onto the hilt, which can be a bit tricky because you need to slide on the bits surrounding the hilt as well as peg it in. So let's get this in place. So it's up to place. So there you have it with the cross guard itself. Now, articulation-wise, he does have a wide range of movement. We're going to pull down the hood so he can have the full articulation on the neck. But as you can see, mine is very tight, so there's a whole lot of movement you could get with the head itself. His arms do have full range of movement, but as you can see, it's still very tight on mine, so there isn't a whole lot I can get there. Even going outwards, it's extremely tight, as you can see there. He does have a single elbow joint, but it does swivel as well if you so wish to. He does have wrist joints, and I think he does feature the hour movement restraint. No, actually he doesn't. So both sides are pretty much the same. He can hold the hilt in either side, but a lot of the promotional shots and so on show that he does have it in this arm, or should I say this hand. So we're going to leave it like that. He does have full waist articulation, which can go around, but as you can see, once again, very tight joints. He does have an ab crunch, which is actually completely hidden from the cloak, so that's cool. He has full movement in the hips, and because this piece is plastic as well, it's pliable enough so that he can have almost a full split stance, as you can see there. So he does have wide range of movements, regardless of all the parts around him. He does have full movements all the way forwards, too, so you can put him in a sitting position if you so wish to. He does have double knee joints, which is really nice inside, as you can see there. And his feet does pivot quite a bit, so he does have wide range of movement altogether. Now, just as a little size comparison, we have Finn, which I've previously reviewed right here. I'm just going to put him next to him and then show a little comparison between the two. Let's see why the camera is tilting just a bit. Okay, there. Anyways, as you can see, he does have a pretty good size over Finn. He is taller by quite a bit, and I think it's going to be cool to see both of these characters in the movie. I do want to know a little bit more about the characters, and they do have some pretty nice designs, especially with the cloak on Kylo Ren, and the jacket still looks pretty cool on Finn as well. So it's going to be cool in the next few months. We're going to see more and more information, and most likely more trailers for the upcoming film, which will be premiering in December. So I still think it's really nice, and I'm having a really good liking for Kylo Ren. He is getting a lot of merchandise, as you can see. He's in the various different lines, the 3.75-inch line, the new 3.75-inch line with the what people call the Super Articulated series for the Walmart wave, and then so on and so forth with various of the other figures, including the Legos and so on. So he's actually getting quite a lot of merchandise. I will actually get the 4-inch scale version of his vehicle if they make it, and most likely they will, to promote the film more later in the future. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be appearing no later than maybe during this Christmas time or into next year. And with New York Comic Con coming off soon in the next month or so, actually it's even less than a month since September's just finished, I think it's going to be pretty cool what we're going to see in the future in the line. Now, I heard from somewhere that it's actually, we're only about a third of what is featured in the film, which is quite shocking because there's a lot of product to go along with. Obviously, characters like the older version of Luke, it's not going to be in the movie, especially Darth Vader, since obviously he's been long dead since way before this film's timeline even goes through. But I still think it's really nice that we're getting various characters throughout the different lines, and it'll be nice to see maybe more figures in the future from the previous characters, even if the articulation in the 4-inch line may not be the best. But anyways, please comment, subscribe, and please check out Hero Talk and the Gideon blog when they're up. We've been having a little technical difficulties there, so it's going to be up. Just keep that in mind. Anyways, please also check me out on Twitter under Darkon633, and please check down the other channels in the world, including the WRW podcast and my brother's channel, which I mentioned in the previous video. So, anyways, I'll be seeing you on YouTube. Bye.